wood in the barrel of the bat. So what does it all mean? Joining us now to discuss what is taking place thus far in Major League Baseball is a friend of the show, son of Baseball Hall of Famer Roberto Clemente and former Yankees broadcaster Roberto Clemente Jr. Thanks for coming back on the program.
Great to be here with you, Laura. Always great to see you.
I'm so glad to see you. So we got to talk baseball first. We got a lot to get to. But first, I want to ask you, are you surprised by how the Dodgers started the season?
Not at all. I mean, this team is running on all full cylinders. This team is made up of great talent. They know how to play together. They enjoy themselves. They're having a great time on the field, like little kids playing the game. But the talent that the Dodgers have right now is truly amazing. So it's fun to watch. I mean, it's fun. It's fun to watch as a Dodger fan out there, you guys. But as a baseball fan as a whole, it's truly amazing how these guys are playing the game today.
Yeah.
Having a lot of fun.
What do you think? Are they going to repeat for the World Series?
You know what? I mean, they're ahead of the game. I see them going out to the World Series again, for sure.
Okay, all right. Well, we'll mark the tape and we'll come back to this as we get a little bit closer to that. Because, you know, a lot of people take a look at this team and wonder what it's going to take for, I don't know, the New York Mets to challenge them. That's, you know, listen, we're a Mets house where I'm at. So what's it going to take for the Mets and the Dodgers to compete?
You know, I think that they have to make some moves before the trade deadline, for sure.
Okay.
I think that they have some pieces that they can use. We'll get closer to July and figure out what they need. They must go out and get it to be able to compete and get to the postseason.
You know, I got to ask you about this torpedo bat thing. New York Yankees started the season hitting 15 home runs in their first 3 games. A couple of their players are using these torpedo bats this season. Not everybody knows what these are. So what are your thoughts on these bats, if you could explain?
Well, it's actually makes the hitting zone of the bat wider. So you have more of that bat, the big wood piece of the bat hitting the baseball squarely. So that in itself not only helps the swing because of the speed of the bat and being able to have that heaviness over to the end of the massive piece of that bat. And once you connect, it's solid. I mean, it's very solid. So that ball's flying out of that zone from that bat.
I also wanted to ask you about your father's former team, the Pittsburgh Pirates. They have 13 wins this season, and they fired their manager, Derek Shelton, earlier this week. So what do the Pirates need to do to return to their glory years? How are we feeling about the Pirates right now?
Well, they started with the first win with a new manager in place. I think that change was good. It needed to be done. I truly see this team getting better for obviously reasons. I think that they needed a change. And right now, Don Kelly is sitting in that captain's chair. And I can see that the guys responding to him. He's one of those guys that is a player manager. And I think they're going to respond very well. We'll see what happens in the next few weeks.
And I want to get personal, too. I want to talk about faith and about family. The Catholic Church selected the first American Pope, Pope Leo XIV, from Chicago on Thursday, as we know. He's a Chicago White Sox fan. What are your thoughts on the new pontiff? I know that faith is a very important component of your life.
Well, I hope that he's going to be bringing the traditional ways to the Catholic Church. I think a lot of people are waiting for that. I'm very happy that he's a sports fan. I mean, he's a very big White Sox fan. They're in trouble right now. They're 11-28. I think they need some hope over there. That's what we need here in Pittsburgh. So if he can throw a little bit of that holy water this way, I think it will help a little bit, right?
Right. We were just taking a look at that video. That was Pope Leo in 2005 at a White Sox game. He was on the left-hand side. This is video that's circulating. Everybody's, scanning all these videos to see if we can find him. There he is, right there on the left, 2005 at a White Sox game. So that's kind of fun. Also, tomorrow's Mother's Day. Your mother, Vera, is no longer with us, as we know. But tell us about how your family is going to honor her legacy. I know that she was so important in your life and in your career.
We speak about Mom every day. Everywhere I go, I see people that interacted with her, and they still think about that moment that she touched their hearts.
Yes.
And warmed their soul. So she was a special lady. Tomorrow, obviously, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there, for all of us to really cherish who our mothers are and be blessed that we're here because of them. And I can see our kids looking at their pictures, and obviously they didn't get to meet her now, the new kids. And for us, it's a blessing to have a woman that really carried herself with such grace and warmth to humanity, and being able to have two parents, at least in my case, that left a great legacy behind, and we're very proud of it. So we're tomorrow we're going to celebrate her again, as we do every day.
Oh, that's wonderful. And thank you for sharing that personal perspective. My son plays baseball. I've talked to you about this in the past. He's got a doubleheader tomorrow on Mother's Day. It's a tradition for us on Long Island. And hopefully we'll get to see you. We're going to be heading to Cooperstown this summer. We talked about that when I saw you in Pittsburgh. So
yeah,
I'm going to
forward. Yes.
Yeah, I'm going to look for you. So Roberto Clemente Jr., thank you so much for joining us. Happy Mother's Day to your wife and to everyone in your family. We really appreciate your time and being a friend of the program. We'll see you soon.
Happy Mother's Day to you, Laura. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And it is